G'day regulators, we are back and today we got a tear down on the Cortina. I did a 80thou oversize rebuild for science and it's really not turning out so well. So I've got a new motor that came out of a Bronco. It's an EFI 5.0. Not too many differences from the 302, but one thing I noticed is it seems to have these threads. I'm not sure if the other one did, and they hold the dog bones in for the roller lifters that it's got. It's got a couple other small differences. So that'll be coming in shortly. We got a schmozzle over here. The manifold that came with it was cracked, but I don't want this manifold anyway. Some's definitely not going to work. It's going to have to be crossed over. But the main focus here is just ripping the engine out of the Cortina so I can swap the sumps and so on. And then I'll be making a video on building this. It's got the factory bores in it and it's looking pretty good. Okay, so first of all, I pulled the knob off the shifter. And secondly, before I get too deep, remove the battery so we don't get any shorting out. I'm not going to have the starter motor. That's been relocated to the boot. Okay, so to start this attack from underneath, I'm going to remove this to drain the oil out of it, even though it probably won't go all the way, and it can drip as I work. And then both of these exhaust pieces off the manifolds unbolt from the flange. Alright, so next I'm thinking starter motor and speedo cable. I got the plug back in the trans because it's totally empty now. And now for the reverse sensor and the clutch sleeve. And now the shifter and tail shaft, my least favourite. Alright, with that done, looks like I've got everything disconnected. I've zip tied most stuff up. Looks like that will have to be adjusted. And now for the fun part at the top. Alright, so now we've got the attack from the top. Pretty straightforward with this. Shouldn't be much more work till it's out. Alright, so that's the air cleaner out, the dizzy removed, and a bit of the wiring, and there's not much really at all. Now I've got everything disconnected from this carby, so I'll be removing this next. While I'm here, I'll remove the fuel regulator. Alright, now I'm going to remove this wire for the oil pressure sender and bracket and the oil filter to give me a bit more room, plus these manifolds either side. Okay, now it's radiator hoses out. To get the coolant out, alternator wiring, and the radiator. Got the grill removed so I can get the thermos. Alright, looking good. Just got the motor earth. Right here. And the mounting bolts. Okay, I got it in the shed hooked up to the crane. Made these whopper brackets to go into the exhaust manifold threads in the head. Pretty tough, should be able to handle the gearbox. I've got the nuts out for the engine mounts, and it's just the 4 nuts holding the back motor mounts on the gearbox, and then I'll just sort of lift up with the crane and push it back as I go. There you have it, folks, full engine delete, ready for the build. Thanks for watching.